We're inside Enatel, a manufacturer with 4 core businesses under one roof, all based on printed circuit board designs. Made here in Christchurch and sold around the globe, these products are among the best in the world. Enatel has 4 main branches, and all of its products have a common link other than the roof under which they are made. They all use printed circuit boards, or PCBs.
Whether you're making for Enatel Motive Power, Enatel Energy, Enasolar or contract manufacturing, we'll start here. And these machines are there to pick and place the surface mount components that sit on top of the PCB. They will pick and place around about 1970 components in less than 2 minutes. And that will be the first stage of the process.
Trevor Foster says it's a little like making a pizza.
First of all, you need your base, which is your PCB. Then you need to put your basic ingredients, which is your surface mount technology. And that will be your R's and C's, your resistors and capacitors, some crystals. Then you put on your ICs and integrated circuits. And then we've got to cook it. And that's the part which does in the big long oven there. That will then basically cook your pizza, melt the solder, evaporate the paste, and at the end you've got your base pizza ready to go.
Then the pizzas need baked. They all go through this oven and have solder applied to hold the boards together. The first PCB destination we're looking at is the telecoms division.
We have Enatel Energy, and that is a turnkey project division around everything to do with telecommunications. If you've got a network that you need to keep running, or you've got a data center, we have all the profiles and all the technology to manage a complete turnkey solution there.
Turnkey means making products ready to go just by turning a key. Motive Power makes chargers for forklift batteries, and this technology is the product of some bright sparks. They have 2 types of chargers, one of which is unique in the world.
The world's smallest high-efficiency battery charger for the forklift materials handling vehicles in the world. And what these are very lightweight. You can pick them up and move them, but they're full of intelligence. This is the XHF battery charger unit, and the forklift will simply back itself into here, dock it, and it will then actually recognize the profile of that particular battery, download its profile, and then charge that battery 20% more efficient than a traditional 50 to 60 kilohertz standard charger for the same battery. And that one eventually, just on charging, will save you up to $3,000 just in the life cycle of that particular charger, of that particular battery, sorry.
These go off to North America to supply Crown forklifts. The final part of the factory, Enasolar, makes solar inverters, which convert DC current coming from solar panels on houses' roofs into AC to be used in homes. When tied in with hot water systems, these can more than half the cost of household electricity. They're being widely used in the Christchurch rebuild.
We created the Solar Ready box, and we are there helping companies like Stonewood Homes, Benchmark Homes and many others get involved in making it standard as they're rebuilding Christchurch as often and as frequently as we can.
There are always between 130 and 200 staff here at Enatel. Most of the product the team makes goes overseas.
And it's a typical New Zealand thing, isn't it, where we actually make most of our product and 90% is exported. The difference in that would be in the Enasolar division, whereby we are now becoming a very dominant player and have a large market share of the grid-tied solar inverter industry here in New Zealand.
60% of the solar inverters are sold here in New Zealand, and the rest go overseas. Like all exporters, the high and volatile Kiwi dollar takes its toll, and it's a challenge they constantly face.
So there's a few ways to manage that. One is cost control, the other one is planning, good fiscal policy, doing buying and selling of exchange rates where we can, and contracts surrounding that. We do get a lot of assistance in terms of government subsidies and fundings where we're trying to develop a new market overseas, but really it comes down to quality fiscal management.
Trevor Foster says it's important New Zealand retains these businesses.
We are some of the cleverest people on the planet here in Christchurch, and what we mustn't do is lose them to overseas companies. See, many companies grow their business and then sell it, and then what happens to the engineers? They've got to follow that business where it goes.
Mr. Foster says it's beneficial if we're a high-tech country who can compete internationally. Patrick Phelps, CTV News.